All right, we're going to mix things up a bit with our next track.
Our next track is 다시 사랑이, Love Again by 박정현.
In fact, last week, I think a lot of our listeners on Kong, when you announced that we will be talking about songs about 다시, a lot of people already thought that we were going to talk about this song, but Stella, you actually was saving it for part 2.
Yay! And this is our second song of the part 2.
Yes, and our English title is Love Again. Mm-hmm. And this was part of my 9th album that came out, I don't know, 2 years ago now? I know, it's already been that long. Mm-hmm. Literally right before the pandemic blew up. And 다시 사랑이 is sort of a fan favorite song on the album, so much so that my fans gave it a nickname. They call it 다랑이.
다랑이. Oh, that's so cute.
It's cute, right? All right. Okay, well, let's take a look at the lyrics.
I'm sorry I left you alone for so long. I couldn't get myself to open up your love. As time went by, I thought your love too would flow on and leave me. When I said this will pass, when I pushed you away to no end, at the time I was too scared to hold your hands. Now I'm about to hold you, who I had hidden deep within my heart. Now I'm going to try to acknowledge myself and that I'd been selfish out of fear of getting hurt.
Mm-hmm. Very, very different tone, right? Lots of seriousness, a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Love comes again. Through the small cracks in my heart, your warm love comes blowing, melting me.
Nice.
Aww.
You know what I liked about this is in English we have now I'm about to hold you. 이제 너를 안아보려 해. But the nuance of 안아보려 해 is sort of still timid.
I am trying to hold you, maybe.
Yeah, so I like, here I go. I think I'm going to try and hold you now.
Yeah. It's
sort of timid and still hesitant. And that's sort of the key, right? You're in between. I've got courage, but I'm still scared.
Yeah. And the sentence itself, like for love comes again, is a whole sentence, but the title is just 다시 사랑이.
Yes.
So it's
it leaves it open-ended.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what's going to happen after 다시 사랑이. Maybe it could be 간다.
You know? Right? Exactly.
So that's the suspense that you keep until you hear 다시 사랑이 온다.
Yes, and this was a kind of a favorite of mine and Ina was the warm love that comes blowing and melting through the small cracks in my heart.
Oh.
You know, it's very slow. It's not like all of a sudden.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like you have a cube of ice like inside your mind and it's kept like so well that it's cold and freezing and there's this small breezes coming and
just very slowly.
Yeah.
It's a really, really great image, I thought. 날 녹인다, you're melting me.
Yeah. Even on clear days without a single cloud, I alone felt a chill. With a heart and head each saying different things, I was faltering in those days. Now I'm about to hold you, who I had hidden deep within my heart. Now I'm going to try to acknowledge myself and that I'd been selfish out of fear of getting hurt.
Right.
Love comes again through the small cracks in my heart. Your warm love comes blowing, melting me. Oh, no, there's no melting me.
No melting me because we go straight into the bridge now. So your love warm comes blowing and then there's a burst of confidence.
Yeah. I no longer scare myself by reflecting on yesterday. Every day I am myself for the first time. By your side, I want to walk with you on this beautiful path where there are flowers I'd never seen before in full bloom. I'll love you as if I've fallen in love for the first time. From this moment on, I will call you my last love.
Yes, and that's sort of the climax of the song. The song is also like a flower that blooms or the ice cube that melts, right?
Yeah.
Into a wonderful pool of liquid. And the keys here is when I was discussing this song with Ina, who did the lyrics for us, is something that is about a love where you've been around the block. You've been there, you've done that.
Yeah.
Right? You're in your mid-40s. And I wanted a love to kind of reflect that stage in my life without sounding old, you know. And at this point, yeah, if you find love late in life, it's really going to be all about, oh, I'm scared, not again. And, you know.
Yeah, but I think like people in 20s and 30s could also relate to that.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So we put the, hints in there, especially the last time, I'll fall in love with you as if for the first time, obviously indicating it's not. Right?
Yeah.
And then from this moment, I'll call you my last love. A nice little kind of juxtaposition.
That last love is always better than the first one.
Absolutely so. But yeah, so that's 다시 사랑이, finding love again. Sometimes I feel like it's the happy ending to 사랑이 올까요?
Oh.
다시 온다. 다시 오네.
Oh, it does.
It comes.
사랑이 올까요? Oh, yes.
Yes, it comes. 다시 사랑이 온다. Right? What is it? Let's see. 9 years, 10 years after the fact.
Oh, so that question had to wait a long time
It had
to get
to
an
wait
answer.
a long time for its sequel. Yeah, but kind of a nice touch there. Yeah, so let's take a listen. It's my song, 박정현 with 다시 사랑이, Love Again.
오랫동안 혼자 둬서 미안해 차마 열어볼 수 없던 네 마음 시간이 흘러 그 마음도 흘러 떠날 거라 생각했는데 지나가는 일일 던가 하염없이 밀어냈던가 그때는 내가 겁이 많아서 너의 손을 잡지 못했어 이젠 너를 안아보려 해 내 마음 깊은데 숨겨둔 너 이제 나를 인정하려 해 상처받는 게 싫었던 이기적인 나를 다시 사랑이 온다 내 작은 틈 사이로 따뜻한 네 맘이 불어온다 날 녹인다 구름 하나 없는 맑은 날에도 나 혼자만 선을 했었어 마음과 머리로 다른 말을 했던
that was me, 박정현, with 다시 사랑이, Love
I want to
Again.
read that question.
Okay, Stella is going to read a question from one of our Kong listeners.
Okay, so this is listener Dreamy. Is there any autobiographical element included in the lyrics? I was always curious.
Yes. Yes, there is. Absolutely. Because I asked Ina Kim to do the lyrics for us, and we sat down and we talked a lot about it. And we talked a lot about what kind of direction we wanted to go. And she actually did bring in lyrics kind of already with this concept intact.
Oh.
But then we ended up reworking it a lot over the course of a few months, just to make it a little more simpler, use a little simpler words. She had a lot of really difficult and fancy and beautiful metaphors of like a star and the points are blunted. It was very cool stuff. But then I just kept kind of giving her more kind of I wanted to be this kind of a story, and it was definitely autobiographical elements in there of my own personal experience. Sure. Yeah. The answer is yes.
Oh. So the answer is yes everywhere. 사랑이 올까요? Yes.
Yes.
Is there any autobiographical element? Yes.
Sure, absolutely. Definitely there are. I find it a lot harder and harder these days to actually sing something without any, even just a tiny bit of autobiographical element. And this song is not completely, you don't have to sit there and think, oh, is this what happened with Lena and her husband? Because it actually is not. But definitely there are elements from my personal experience that made it into this story. And I wanted to keep it open enough so that, like you said, other people could relate to it as well.
Yeah.
All right. Okie dokie. We're going on to our next song that's talking about something...